This is Paul for Redneck Sports. I believe that everybody should win in life, or at least attempt to. The first three maxims of General Robert Neyland's game maxims, I believe apply to everybody. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. If at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam. Welcome to the channel. Now let's discuss some sports. Like, subscribe, comment. Show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. If you want to contact me or help me out via Patreon, it's all in my link tree down below. I love football. Love college football more than I love pro football. College football, it is something that I look forward to every year. I may not like how college football is going currently, but I love it. But I still know that there are many problems within the sport. If you want a book that really tells you what is going on in the sport, and yes, this is still going on, I can guarantee you, pick up Champion's Way by Mike McIntire. This book primarily covers Florida State football and the scandals that have happened there in the past 20 years. Actually, 25 years. Pick this up, really. Now, it does cover some other schools and some things that have happened there, but we're going to get into why this book is so amazing and what it covers. Reading this book will show you the extent of the corruption that went on at Florida State University. I have never necessarily been a fan of the Florida State criminals. There's a feller on here called Matt Be Great on YouTube that calls them cinnamon rolls. But they're truly criminals. Combine the word Seminoles with the word criminals, and that's what they are. I don't know what the leading football program to have people convicted is, but FSU is probably high up on that list. The things that these players do to women, the things that these players do just normally, it's pretty sickening. And this book covers it. It talks about how the coaches have tried to keep these players from going to jail when they committed heinous acts. It talks about how this was covered up and how people lost their careers and lives because of the corruption at that school. It's all in Champion's Way, and it's a good book covering it. Now, thankfully, it does cover things like what happened at Penn State and other programs. The corruption that goes into college football, it sickens me, especially when I'm a fan of a school. One of the schools that I'm a fan of, University of Tennessee, has had its own scandals. I mean, these players are going to universities, not being able to read. They were just passed along. They get to the universities, and the universities just pass them along. These folks come out the other side of playing college football, and if they're not good enough to go into the pros, they have nothing. A lot of these guys that are picked up, in all honesty, I think there needs to be a morals clause with college football teams. A lot of these guys that are getting recruited are criminals coming in. But once they've been given the freedom, and they're not, may not have been convicted, but people know that they are. And once they come into the school, they get a little bit of freedom, and good Lord, they go buck wild. And they do things like what's described in this book. And it's like, really? This is, fans are willing to forgive this? I'm not. I don't want to see these people playing football. But that's the way it goes. And this book shows the hypocrisy of people not wanting to have this happen to them, but rooting on and supporting players that do this. This book will really open your eyes. This book will open your eyes. As long as you are not so fanatical about college football that you can't see the truth, this is a book that should tell you why we need to work to make positive changes. NIL is somewhat positive, but it's giving more power to people who commit crimes while wearing a uniform and then having the coach or the fans go out of their way to defend them. And this book shows how it happens. Florida State University is actually one of the better universities to highlight for this kind of book. It goes to show that all of these people keep championing these programs without allowing these programs to be cleaned up. As somebody who has adored college football most of my life, I don't want to see this continue. And this book shows why this needs to happen. Excellent book. Pick it up. Mike McIntire did an amazing job. 10 out of 10. So there we go. Champions Way by Mike McIntire. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. I've had some fairly good success with all of my Redneck Sports stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that rigmarole, and also just let me know what you want to hear about. I'll give a redneck spin to this stuff. Let me tell you, I love sports. So I love people that want to join me in that. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.